Imagine waking up one day and discovering that the FIFA World Cup no longer exists. No World Cup final. No legendary moments. No football's biggest stage. It sounds impossible, but believe it or not, there was a time when the FIFA World Cup came dangerously close to disappearing forever. This is the story of the day football almost lost its greatest tournament. To understand what happened, we need to go back to the late 1930s. The World Cup was still young. Only 3 tournaments had been played. Football was growing rapidly across the globe. Millions of fans had fallen in love with the game. Everything seemed perfect. Then, the world changed. In 1939, World War II began. Countries stopped playing football. Players became soldiers. Stadiums became military bases. Entire cities were destroyed. Suddenly, football was no longer important. The 1942 FIFA World Cup was cancelled. At first, people thought it would only be a temporary pause. But the war continued. Years passed. Then came another devastating blow. The 1946 World Cup was also cancelled. For 8 long years, there was no World Cup, and many people feared it would never return. Some football officials believed that the tournament was finished. Countries were bankrupt. Stadiums had been destroyed. Millions of people had lost their lives. Who would organize a World Cup now? Who would even play in it? For a moment, the future of football's greatest competition looked hopeless. Imagine being a football fan in 1946. No World Cup, no final, no trophy, no idea if the tournament would ever return. The dream seemed over, but football has always had an incredible ability to survive. Little by little, countries rebuilt, fans returned to stadiums, and FIFA made a bold decision. The World Cup would come back. In 1950, after 12 years of silence, the tournament finally returned in Brazil. The world celebrated. Football had survived. The World Cup was alive again. But think about how close we came. If the war had lasted longer, if FIFA had given up, if nations had refused to participate, the World Cup we know today might not exist. No Pele, no Maradona, no Zidane, no Messi lifting the trophy. None of football's greatest memories. Everything could have been lost. That's why the years between 1942 and 1950 remain one of the most important chapters in football history. Because during those dark years, the FIFA World Cup almost disappeared forever. And yet, football found a way to survive. Because some competitions are bigger than sport. They become part of human history itself. And the World Cup is one of them. But what do you think? Could football survive without the World Cup today? Let me know in the comments. And remember, sometimes the greatest stories in football are the ones that almost never happened.